money means nothing when you have it all, but it means everything when you have none. And finding that middle point. And I remember in one of my other chats, I talk about balance isn't equal. It's not about having a foot in each court all the time equally. It's about applying the level of approach to that sector that you need for the required outcome at that time, but understanding once you've achieved that, how to dial back and move it to somewhere else. So you might need to hustle for a bit. There's times when I'm balls deep in work, and it's hard, and I know, but I know when the burnout's coming, or I know when I've done what's required, then I go on a holiday, or then I spend time with my family, or I then get back into health, right? And yeah, in an ideal world, I'd like to balance all of them all the time, but that's just not realistic. But I have goals. I have set my plan out, so I know at each point in time where I should be tracking and how I should be going, so I can dial back or dial up as I need. And I also have fallback approaches. So I've got, things in place so that if all my hustling doesn't work out and it's become too much and it's not worth it anymore, so I'm not just chasing my tail forever, I can just pull back and stop and then just apply to the other things that are important. But during these periods where I am hustling or going through that approach, I'm taking more risk and I'm working harder because I feel like I can, to have a little bit more, have that dream life. But I also have a stop loss. So at some point, if it just becomes too much, I'll cut those bigger goals away and just be happy with what I've got. Because if you're not happy with what you have, you'll never be happy with more. So all I'm saying in this book and in these videos is just try and get more conscious, right? Try and take some of that wisdom from the older ages and try and just shift a little bit away from where you might be doing too much that's not serving your purpose. And just try and enjoy the present moment a little bit more and being a bit more happy and grateful for what you've got, and just add that tiny little bit of fulfillment. Keep hustling 100%, but try not to sacrifice the things that really matter just for an extra zero in your bank account.